So good afternoon, everybody. So did you enjoy your lunch? Okay, so all have a good day, all right? And today we will continue to tell our story. Actually, our classmates all come from 13 countries, okay? So until now, I already received 9 countries. So the 9 group already submit about the different culture, okay? So today we also listen to the 9 countries' story about your special culture as well. And before this class, I would like to talk. I'm not sure. Did you listen to about what is invisible hand? Do you know about the invisible hand?
No.
No. Okay. So actually, the invisible hand. Actually, we also can call this is marketing mechanic. Okay. Actually, this is from the Adam Smith. Okay. The Adam Smith we can call the father of economy. Okay. So actually, I would like to talk. The invisible hand actually, we can draw the finger. Okay. So like here, just write down. This is the demand curve and the supply curve. And we also can call the supply curve and the demand curve is similar with the Caucasian hand, invisible hand. So actually we can say, we hope we can have the equilibrium point. Then we can get the, this is what we call equilibrium price or equilibrium quantity. Okay? So actually, I would like to talk. The supply actually is quite similar with the teaching, okay? And the demand curve actually is like similar with the learning or study. So today, we can take our 3 hours and then we hope we can get a good result, okay? So basically, we can call this is the consumer surplus. This is the producer's surplus. And get together, we can call this is the social surplus. So we also can write down this is the we can call this is the consumer's surplus. Okay. And what is consumer surplus? We can write down. Actually, this is the total benefit. Total benefit minus total expenditure or spending. Okay. So, for example, we can write down here. This is like the point A, point B, and point C. Okay. Where is the total benefit? Total benefit actually is like this area. Is the OBAQ star. This is what we call total benefit. And this is the total expenditure. So we can write down this is the OP star and the AQ star. Okay? So here you can see we can get the this is area P star AB. Okay? So this area we can call the consumer surplus. And after that, we also can find the producer's the surplus. Okay, this is the producer's surplus. So here, actually, this is the total revalue minus total cost. And where is the total revalue? So you can write down this is the OP star, AQ star is area. And where is total cost? Would you mind do us a favor? Open this one. Yeah, correct. Too hot. No, the other one. No, the other one. No, another one. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. And this area, this is the OCAQ star. So you can see this is the P star AC. Okay. So and after that you can see this is the first, this is the second, and the third. This is the social circles. Where is the social circles? It means this is the social circles. Because in all the society combined have the consumer and the producers. So we get together, so you can manage it again. So you can see TB minus TE, and this plus TR minus TC. Okay? So and after that you can see actually this is the equal. Total expenditure equal to the total revenue. So and after that, you can see this is TB minus TC. So you can see actually we also can write down this is the OBAQ star, okay, and minus this is the OCAQ star. So and finally, we can get the spatial area. This is what we call ABC. Okay? And why I need to tell the story first to you? Okay? Actually, for example, now you've been a student. This is like this is the demand curve. You got the learning. Okay? So if this is 3 hours, you pay your attention, pay your participation, and then you got the this is benefit. Okay? And actually you pay your time, so this is the real spending. And after that you got this the surplus, you got this result. And for teacher I doing my teaching. Okay? I provide this product for you. Okay? So for my basic I require this is minimum total cost. Okay? And after that, during this class, I also can get this total revenue. And after that, I would happy, I would get the producer surplus. This is like my profit, okay? And this is your benefit, okay? So I would like to talk, everybody we pay our attention and our efforts. And after that, we can get the, this is the maximum result. Okay, so if you cannot, maybe if we situation become this is another case. Maybe this is the supply curve, and this is the demand curve. Or you also can look maybe like this one. This is demand curve, this is supply curve. So it's very difficult to get the equilibrium point. Okay. So and after that, maybe you are not interested in join my class, or I'm not interested to do my teaching for you, okay, and waste our time as well. So I just talk to you, okay, and the demand curve and the supply curve actually in our mind. Can you see all in mind? So it is invisible. For example, do you know about teacher? Teacher today happy or not? What do you think? I'm happy or not in this moment?
You're smiling, I guess you're happy. You're laughing, I guess you're more happy.
Okay, good point. Okay, so you are right. So you are quite smart. Okay, so you can understand all the situation, control all the situations. And the same situation. And I also look you are so happy. So how do you think? Everything's fine? You don't know.
You should know me. It's like, you should know.
Okay. No, I mean sometimes it's like this situation. Okay? So I would like to talk. Nobody know about the mind. Okay? So the basic, I will just try. Okay? So you got the good point. For example, smile. You go to the different area and then you look everybody will smile. Then the people also smile to you. How do you think? If you are so angry, then the people will not happy with you. Okay? So, I'm not sure, have the one movie, did you watch, enjoy before? I think it's an American movie. It's a black person, okay? And he been a teacher. The student or black person. And the young person, they always very, very poor. And they don't like to have the education. So the teacher pay higher attention. And just say, okay, why you are not happy? And the student, they just say, because they always got unfair. Nobody like them, okay? And the teacher said, this is not true. If you have a good behavior, or good treatment to someone, then you will get good treatment as well, okay? And then they invite all the students, okay, we just go to outside to do the one practice, okay? So they just hire and ask the one student, actually, he's a white man, okay? But he was very rude to someone, and everybody don't like him, okay? And the second one, change. Ask the black student to do something very gentle and very friendly, and then he got a different result. So they just say, you got a good treatment. This is dependent on your behavior. Okay? So if you are gentleman, you are lady, then you got a good result. If you did something wrong, then after that, you also got a poor situation. Okay? So before here, I just try to show you. I'm so happy because we have the 9 group already send the PPT to me. Okay? So okay, so if you have free time, you just go to the e-learning, okay? And today we just start from A1 to A9, okay? As a represent, actually, the total we got 13 on the 13 group, okay? I just, according to you send email to me, so I just try to manage it again. So if you go back, you can go to the e-learnings and then you can check, okay? So, before your presentation, and I would like to show you this first, okay? And this is I'm not sure, maybe someone already watched this guy. See, I think this is girl. Area is girl. Yeah. She presents this paper, say cultural difference between Eastern and Western. In particular, you write down here. In the group, okay? So, for example, the talking in a restaurant, okay? So the blue is Western, and the red one is the Eastern, okay? In particular, China, okay? And this is the maybe Western country. So talking in a restaurant, Western people always quiet, but the China always modern. Okay, I'm not quite sure. Okay, and the second one for the both. Okay, in the Western country, everybody all equal, but in China, we prefer have a great person, great man. Okay, like God, and then we don't need to do anything again. And for individual, for the Western country, was very big one. Okay, the big one. But in China or US, keep small, just small. Okay, and I'm not sure. I mean dealing with problem, the faults, the dealing with problem, and the Western country always go straight, okay, but in China always like to go around. They don't like to straight, okay. So sometimes you look the Taiwanese very very friendly, very polite. But if you go to the restaurant, make change. In particular, we enjoy the buffet, okay? We always very enjoy for the eating. We don't like to become private again, okay? So I'm not sure you about Confucius. Long time ago, 2,500 years ago, Confucius, okay? His idea is do you know what I mean?
No. Don't say anything.
When you eat, quiet. Do you know why? Because the Chinese food, we always get together. The person get together. If you to do the presentation, then the food all eat by someone. Can you understand? So keep quiet, go ahead, enjoy your meal, okay? If you presentation, you talk on so many things, and after that, the food all over. You cannot eat anything, okay? So the conclusion is just remind you, when you eating, keep quiet, okay? Enjoy your meal, don't speaking. But one day, Confucius said he do the visiting, he go to the different area. And last day, he just talked so many things. And his student very confused. Why you remind us before, when we eating, we must keep quiet. Why today you presentation, you talk so much? Do you know why? Because the Western restaurant always separate. This is your meal, this is your meal. Everybody will separate. Nobody can catch your food, so you can talk more. Can you understand? Okay? So when you get together, keep quiet. You will already separate. Okay? You can speak, you can talk more. Okay? Okay, got this point? So it's very important. Okay? So, and this is, what do you mean? This is the
Buying something there is a line.
okay. Okay, 排队. Okay. So fine, okay. So like this is situation, all right. And then the sixth, telling the truth. Okay. The Western people, apple to apple. Okay. But in Chinese, always the apple become to this one? Pear. So sometimes the Chinese talk something you cannot completely believe, okay? Because the apple become to banana, okay? So, like this is situation, I'm not quite sure you can do more practice, you can improve, okay? So like And the 7 is mean getting angry. Okay. What's getting angry? Like here. Anything special? For the Western country, angry, always angry. But in Chinese, angry and they smile. Okay. Can you understand?
Are you angry?
Okay. So like this situation. Sometimes they very angry. They cannot agree your contract. Okay, but they look like smile. Everything's fine. Okay, but they are not happy. Okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe you can check. All right. And this is the self portrait. What do you mean?
Self-portrait. How do you see yourself?
What do you mean?
In Chinese?
Chinese? Anything? Any idea? And you can look. This is the light. For the Western, the big line becomes the small line, and for the Chinese, small line become the big line. Pot, this pot, light pot. Yeah. Okay, and this is the transportation. Okay, the car, the bicycle. Okay, so the Western country. I'm not quite sure because the world is quite small. Maybe you can check. You can get more idea. And finally is the expression and opinion. Okay, so for the Western country, the people always go straight. Okay, but the Chinese they go
From apple to banana.
yeah, exactly. So sometimes you must careful. Okay, so like this doing a business. I think this is all interesting. You can check from the e-learning. Okay, I think this is quite good. Okay, so this is our story. And the next, so I just try to follow first group as Mongolia. Here or not? All right, and here the other lady. The other lady. So you can present by yourself. Okay. And the second is Chinese and Taiwanese, and third is Australia. And
Australia.
sorry. And, next is Lithuania. Okay. And this next is the Philippines, and Mexico, Germany, and Belgium. Indonesia. Okay, so we just enjoy our time, and I think it's quite interesting. Okay, so right, so here.
老师
Yes.
不好意思，我那时候没有发电邮，我没有在他们家寄。
Okay, no problem. If we have time, you can continue. All right. So and after class, send it to me. All right. And
老师，我们日文也做好了，不过我忘记那个发给你。
no problem. Maybe next week. Okay. And South Africa, gentlemen.
Yeah.
You already.
I emailed to Korea.
Okay, good. All right. And the other group is the Vida. You already?
Yeah, ready. But yesterday I sent it to you, but too big for you to receive. So I had in my USB.
Okay. Okay. No, yeah. Maybe after the night group. All right. If we have time, then we continue. I think everybody all did very well. So I believe you all participate in our class so much. So I think we just enjoy it. All right. So. I try to set up in the computer here. Okay, so in Chinese philosophy, right? It mean the study is like the heat bear. Did you hear before? The study is like heat. Bear. Bear is right? No. Did you go to the temple? I've been the B.
The last letter is L instead of E and B.
It's right. And actually, this is quite heavy. Okay. If you just touch, nobody here, and then you use your body to hit, very painful. It's like crazy, you know. But no pain, no gain. Is it right? Is this right?
That's right. That's very right. No pain, no gain. Exactly.
No.
No pain, no gain.
This right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you more painful, then you got the more results. Okay. So join this class, just challenge by yourself. Okay. So I hope everybody can pay your effort, pay your attention, and then you got the more results. Can prove your ability is quite well. Okay. So. Alright, so first group from the Mongolia, right? And I hope everybody you can use the microphone because the record, if you got a microphone, the quality would be much better. Okay?
Hello everybody, I'm Boya, I'm from Mongolia. Today I'm going to introduce about the Mongolian culture and some interesting fact about Mongolian. It means Mongolian, it's a Mongolian old script. Mongol olmaz. First of all, and I want to introduce the Mongolian background so briefly. And at the 1.5 million area, and Mongolia is the 18th largest country in the world by land mass, and has the population of around 3 million people, and GDP is $37 billion, and Mongolia official language is the Mongolian, not Chinese, and the capital city is Ulaanbaatar, and it has a unitary semi-presidential republic government, and we have our own currency. Its name is Tobruk, MNT, and economic activity in Mongolia has traditionally based on agriculture, livestock, and mining.
Mongolia when become independent?
1911.
1911. Yeah, because when we was young, we studied a history that Mongolia belonged to China. So
Manchu,
yeah.
not China. Manchu.
Manchu
Oh,
is
yeah.
China.
Okay.
Okay, so
And Mongolia is the one last of nomadic countries in the world, and since the Hunno Empire, the nomadic way of life is still practiced today. And do you know the Mongolian yurt? Mongol gear. Surprise! It's a small souvenir of a Mongolian year, and after that, it's the Mongolian traditional game, and if you're interested in it, you can see it. Then after that, the PPT, will introduce this game. Okay. It's a Mongolian symbol. That name is Soyum. There are 10 elements, and there are fire. This one is fire, sun, moon, 2 triangle, and the horizontal rectangle, and the vertical rectangle. It's a fish Taiji symbol. It means fire means eternal of growth and will and success. Also, there are 3 tongos. It means the past, present, future, and sun and the moon means the Mongolian nations worship the blue sky, and 2 of the triangles allude to the point of an arrow, and spear. Horizontal triangles give a stability because the Mongolian believe rectangle shape gives the honesty and justice, and this is a Taiji symbol. It gives the complement of a man and a woman. Also means it looks like a fish. It means vigilance because the fish never close their eyes. And there were many kind of script in Mongolia. These 2 are very popular and they still used in Mongolia. First one is the Mongolian old script. Second one is the Mongolian new script. The same as the Russian alphabet, but more than 2 letters more than Russian alphabet. This one is the Mongolian old script by Sanbenu. It means the hello. Also, this means the hello, Sanbenu. And Mongolian people do like to wear nice and richly decorated clothes, which compensate the simple aesthetic and nomadic lifestyle, and that name is the Mongol Del. Mongol Del is still commonly worn by men and women, especially by herders. In urban areas, these are mostly only worn by elderly people, and on especially festive occasions. And there are 4 seasons in Mongolia. And what do you think about how much degree in Mongolian winter?
Minus 30.
Minus 30? Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
40, minus 40.
Celsius or
It's a very extremely cold, and one of the main purposes Mongol Tail is it's possible to wear in winter. It's a very feeling of warm.
How much degree? So how much degree?
About minus 35.
almost.
You're all right.
It's called extreme.
Yes, extremely cold. And one of the main musical instruments is the marunpur, also known as the horse-head fiddle. It's also a small souvenir, marunpur.
It's golden.
Yeah, it's also just but original material is the wood. If you want interested, you can feel and touch it. And it's one of the masterpieces of the oral and intelligible heritage of a community identified by UNESCO. Next one is the Mongolian contortion. Why I mentioned this one? Because there are so many kinds of art and music in Mongolia. Do you know the Haika, who is the Mongolian another student, but she's not coming in. She can do it, Mongolian contortion. Yeah, she's major is this one, but she's not coming in. And next one is the artifact of Mongolia. And there are so many kinds of artifacts in Mongolia, but I want to talk about the only special two. First one is the deer stones. Deer stones are Mongolian ancient megaliths carried with the symbol, and the name, their purpose and creators are unknown. And next one is the statue of the Buddha Amitabha. So I want to talk about the Mongolian religion, and there are so many religions in Mongolia. These two are very special. And do you know about the shamanism? Have you heard about the shamanism? It's a religion of Mongolia, and it's a fundamental part of a Mongolian tradition since the Genghis Khan. And I say the Mongolian people worship the blue sky, and according to this belief, skies are the father, and the earth is the mother of all beings, the universe. And this photo is, there are a big statue of Buddhism in Ulaanbaatar city. It's me, it's graduation day, and I wear a Mongol tail and the fashion style. Mongol tail. And now the next part is about the Mongolian attitude and people attitude and the behavior. If you go to Mongolia by a business trip, please do this. First one is always accept if food or drink is offered, and receive everything with the two hands or right hand, just like this. Not the left hand. It's very rude. And don't try to give something to somebody, just like this. It's a very rude. Mongolian people don't like this. And elders are highly respected and they should be greeted first. And don't smoke in the public, and avoid putting your hand someone's head, especially for men is head. Also never touch the head because the Mongolian men believe their lucky star on the head, so don't touch their head. And if you accidentally touch someone with your foot, then you can balance this immediately grabbing their hand. Okay, sorry. And I want to compare with the Taiwanese and the Mongolian culture. And the first one is about the food. I think Taiwanese and the Mongolian cuisine is very different, because the Mongolian people like eating beef, lamb, and the shrimp so much. They don't like pork and chicken and seafood and vegetables. But when I first came in Taiwan, I didn't feel a culture shock because I had an experience to live in China, but climate is very feeling shocked because Taiwan is very hot, and Mongolian forest there are 4 seasons, and it has a dry climate. And most Mongolian people first came in Taiwan feeling shocked about the climate. And language about the Mongolian cannot speak Chinese, and most people it is very difficult to study Chinese. And in my opinion, living habits there is no difference so muchly, and so I love here. Okay, thank you for your attention.
bump my foot with your foot, we have to do some kind of handshake, right?
Handshake.
Because it's unlucky. And then also a bag. If I take your bag and I put it on the floor, you'll kill me. Because you don't like your bag on the floor. It's like a cultural thing, right? Can you explain why?
When I was young, my parents said to me, your bag is on the floor, maybe your score is bad. your score is being bad. So you have to take it back on the table.
Yeah. You can never put it on the floor. Yeah.
Okay, another one? Any question? Yes?
The artifact that you were just like giving around, is it like a miniature one of like a big instrument, or what is it supposed to be?
It's the original size is like this one. Metal made of the wood. It's just a souvenir. Yeah, that's right.
It's not working.
Do you want to play this game? It's one kind of horoscope.
Horoscope.
Yeah, horoscope.
Sounds scary.
If you before this draw, you can ask something. How about my girlfriend? How about my boyfriend? Like this. And the definition of this. It's an ankle. It's a shape of ankle. This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. If you are interested in, you can play. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so excellent. This is a good sample for everybody. And I hope after your presentation, if nobody asks your question, it represent your presentation is fair. If your after your presentation and a lot of listener present a lot of question, it represent your presentation is very interesting and very successful. Okay, so we have a break 10 minutes, and then we come here, continue to our presentation. All right?
No.
We just try to do something because my friend Peter, Sean, sorry.
Give me a friend.
Absolutely, you are my friend. Okay.
Peter from Australia.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Because Sean, he need doing his job, so we leave earlier. So would you mind we just change our schedule? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we are all good friends, all right?
Yes.
So,
Good friends, Sean.
okay, so the schedule a little change. So next is Sean, and the next one is the Vilan friend. Okay, and after that the Chinese again. All right. Okay, so Sean, you can continue.
Will you help me set up the... Yeah, as Professor said, I have to leave in an hour, and every time I come here, I can only do the first 2 hours. So, yeah, cross-cultural management.
So many moments.
Yes. Okay. So let's change this. Yes, I'm from South Africa. I don't look like it.
Just a little.
I'll explain later why. So let's see, does this work? Ooh, okay. Okay, so in this presentation, this is basically what I'm going to cover. I wasn't sure what would be interesting, so I just, some salient points that I thought would be interesting. So those are the concepts that I will cover in my presentation. Firstly, for some people that maybe don't know anything about South Africa, I'm sure the first one that stands out is Nelson Mandela. And then, of course, Elon Musk is actually South African, if you didn't know. Then Trevor Noah, I don't know if you know who he is. Yeah.
He's funny.
Yes. Yeah. Anyone else? And then, yeah, and then here is Charlize Theron. Does anyone know?
You can
Yeah.
use the large toy at the
Oh,
first
can
one.
I? Where's the line?
Who's that?
The first one, the big one. Can I see?
Can you see it?
No. Yeah, that's
I don't
okay.
see it.
You can
I'll
do
just
it.
point.
Sure.
Yeah. And then this is the Antwoord. Does anyone know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just like a really weird group. And then of course, look in there. Huh?
Ninja is good, man.
Yeah, the Ninja song. I'll have to play it later for you.
But that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's from my Facebook. It says Africa is not a country because it also irritates me when people say I want to go to Africa, but Africa is a continent, not a country. So you say like name the country. So South Africa is here, like all the way down here. Yes, so never say I want to go to Africa. It's like you just sound stupid. Some facts about South Africa. Total population 56 million, so Taiwan is about a third of that, I guess, 23 million. We have 11 official languages, each have equal status, so one is not more or better than the other. We have a democratically elected government, and also we were the first African country to recognize same-sex marriage. I have a lot of lesbian friends, so that's important for me, I guess. And also we're the largest producer of platinum in the world. Also the world's largest diamond was found in South Africa, and we're also a very significant gold producer, so we have a lot of natural resources. Yeah. So the core cultural concepts about South Africa, I think very similar to the States. We have opportunism, independence, entrepreneurism, assertiveness, and cautious optimism. Later I'll explain these concepts in more detail. This is a friend of mine. Her name is Lindell Ware. She's in the PR industry and is a model as well. In the middle, she's with the current president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma. We all hate him because he is so corrupt. He has almost 1,000 charges of corruption laid against him, and he's still president. Yes. Anyway, so another story. But so I wanted to go into greetings. When in South Africa, when you want to address somebody, you need to use their last name. So I would say Professor Hung or Mr. Hung. When you know them a little bit better, then you can move on to a first name basis, whatever your first name is. You need to handshake with eye contact. That's a good meeting. So it would be, eye contact. Eye contact is very important. When you shake hands with the opposite gender, so for me it would be with, Sunny, I would wait for her to give me her hand first before doing it. People that you know, you can greet with a hug. But so if you don't know the person, don't do that. Also, South Africans like to exchange pleasantries. What that means is like, we'll say, how are you, how's your child, how's your job? We'll make small talk, and the small talk is actually really important for us. When I was in London, and the first time I made contact with British people, I thought they were so rude because they don't do that. It looks like they don't care. They don't ask you how your dog is, how your health is. Like we like to be asked about our health. Like, how's your health? Things like that. We like to be asked about that stuff. So, just some more friends of mine. But this comes from an older presentation. I just needed a background, I guess. Etiquette norms. We cover our mouth when we yawn. We hate like you should cover your mouth when you yawn. It's rude to spit in public. In China, I know that. South Africans find it impolite to gesture with the left hand. So when we use our left hand like this, it's impolite. When you reach out to receive something, you have to hold both your hands out like this. So you have to cup. So when you're getting something, cup, you do this so that it's rude. In South Africa, adults do not usually eat on the street. So for me, when I came here, night markets, it's very different. If you're eating an ice cream, it's okay, but adults just don't eat on the street. It's weird for us. We sit in a restaurant. We also greet everyone respectfully and instantly as soon as you meet them. And also, it's not necessary to bring a gift when you go to somebody's house or host, although if you want to bring wine or sweets, that is appreciated. This, as I said, is from a previous presentation. Those are some South African countries. I don't know if you know Sasol. It's the first company in the world that figured out how to make petrol, how to make gas from coal. Yeah. South African breweries, SAB Millet's the second biggest brewery company in the world. De Beers Diamonds and Richemont is the company that owns all of the very big brands like Cartier, all the very luxurious brands. Yeah, it's owned by South Africa. Okay, business cultural etiquette. You need to arrive on time to meetings, and meetings in the day will usually start at 9 a.m. We don't tolerate lateness. You need to greet everyone in the room individually, even if the group is large. So I would have to greet all of you individually. Well, I don't know you yet, but that's what I would do. During a discussion, you need to give your full attention to the speaker. Otherwise, we feel you're being rude. So if you were chatting, I would want to hit you because it's rude. Do not interrupt people when they're speaking, or if they are displaying heated emotions. So if somebody is shouting and they're very angry, do not interrupt them. It's not a good idea. In business negotiations, it goes quite slowly because we want to reach a win-win result in the ideal outcome. We are trust-oriented. We don't just trust anyone from the bat. Like, we have to get to know you. So trust needs to be built over time. We do tend to speak in a very direct manner. We don't, like you said, we don't go around the bush. And so, for example, if you do that, we will take that as a sign of dishonesty or that we cannot trust you. So, yeah, or that there's a lack of commitment. These are some South African inventions. I won't go into much detail, but the guy on the left, his name is Chris Barnard. He was the first guy to figure out how to do heart transplant successfully. So that was South African. This pool cleaner is a South African invention. If you have a pool, one that sucks up. Yeah. Then Pratli Patti is the kind of a specialized glue that was the first glue to ever go on Apollo 13 mission to Mars. It's a South African product, and incidentally, the sons of the owner of that company were in high school with me. Oh, and the CAT scan machine is a South African invention. Anyway, when you communicate, you have to do it face to face. That's seen as polite. You need to show respect and interest in what they have to say. Even if you are not interested in what we have to say, you have to pretend that you are. If you don't, we will think you're rude and we'll hate you. If you do not show respect, we'll be very unappreciative and possibly cold to you. And also, you need to avoid to openly express anger or lose control of your emotions, because, yes, we don't like that. Okay, there's a friend of mine. The woman on the top is Nelson Mandela's first ex-wife. Yes, she's pictured down here in 1994. And there's me with my friend. He owns an insurance company. Well, 9 different companies, but one of them is an insurance company. And he deals directly with the African National Congress, which is the party that elected Nelson Mandela into power, and which is the current political party. So anyway, that, as I said, this is from a different presentation. Just needed a background. South Africa's Hofstede's cultural dimensions. I need my book for this. I don't know if you guys know who Hofstede is or what the significance of this is. Basically, he just measures dimensions of culture and gives it a score so that you can understand how cultures work, or you can compare them. So what power distance means that people accept hierarchical structures. So in South Africa, we accept that there's a hierarchy. You know, there's the super rich, and we just accept that that's how society is. Very similar to the States. Individualistic score, 65, I think that's self-explanatory. We are a Western culture, so we're very individualistic. Masculinity means that people take charge in situations versus looking for others to do it for them. So we score quite highly on that. Uncertainty avoidance is 49, so we don't like to live with doubts. That's what it means. Pragmatic score is we live in the moment, which also means we don't save much money. So the government has implemented plans that will help people to save more, because most South Africans don't save. It was a big shock for me here In Taiwan, where I hear most people save a third or even half of their salary, whereas in the States, South Africa, most people even buy groceries on a credit card. So it's like, well, saving for what? But yeah.
Next generation.
Yeah, next generation. Long-term orientation goes with the uncertainty avoidance. Oh, wait, I think that's on the previous page. Yeah, long-term avoidance means we live in the now. Yeah. Indulgence score goes with that as well, where we spend now and we buy on credit, like the States does, and we think, well, later we'll pay it. We don't care how much it costs now, we just pay it later. Pragmatism, I don't know if that's on this slide. Anyway, that should be there. Pragmatism is 63, which means we are willing to spend money on recreational things, as opposed to just necessities. So yeah, that's my presentation. Thanks for listening. Any questions? Questions?
Yes.
Please ask me.
Questions?
Yeah.
So you were born in South Africa?
Okay, yeah, so my father, I'm born in South Africa, but my father's family is from Germany, and my mother's family is from Greece. So yeah, I'm European descent. I went to an all English private school, so that was the language of instruction, speaking English. My father didn't push me to learn German, my mother didn't push me to learn Greek, so we grew up speaking English. My father's family went to South Africa for the gold and diamond industry. And incidentally, that's what my father does. He's an engineer, and we deal with the gold and diamond industry. That's why we're in South Africa. Any other questions?
Another one?
Come on.
Do you ever think about you need to save money for your next generation?
Well, that's what my grandfather did when he built up a company. So eventually, well, my German grandfather became the CEO of a gold mine, and he had some shares in that, which he passed down to my father, and so, yeah.
How about you?
I will get that next. Just waiting. Patiently, my sister and I are patiently waiting. Yes. Good question. Okay, for me, coming to Taiwan, the biggest culture shock was being educated, being literate, but coming here and then you can't read signs, you can't understand, you can't communicate basic things like, I don't want milk in my coffee, I want extra sugar. So you feel dumb, you feel stupid. You come here and you've got a master's degree or whatever you have, and you cannot do the basic, simple things that you can. You take it for granted, and then it hits you. And also the noise, the lights, the smells. Any other questions?
Okay, thank you so much.
Just give over there.
Oh, you mean over there? I did email it to you.
The original here's the original
Thank you for letting me go first.
year 1 and year 2.
English works also.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, the certain one is here.
You.
Here.
You can air. Ah, yeah. Anyone
Just
else?
keep it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to use it.
Anyone?
Right now, new is iPod.
Okay, and the next group from Iran. Yeah, because my Iran friend, because they also have some need, special need. Okay, so I hope they present first, all right?
Oh yeah, that's
I mean, it's not
you buy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have like, it's kind of weird, it's not like profit, but it's like maybe 5,000 baht, around
Today we are going to talk about culture of Vietnam. And first we are including Lim, Alice, and my name is Sunny. This is what we are going to talk today. And first I will introduce you some information about Vietnam. Vietnam has a capital is Hanoi, and we have around 95 million people with 54 ethnic groups. Among that, Kim is the most, and we use Vietnamese language is the like a formal language, and the Buddhism is the most popular religion in Vietnam. About the values, I just want to show you some main values in Vietnamese culture, like ancestor veneration, great respect for elderly, value dignity and politeness, and respect for community and family values. Beside that, in the Vietnamese family, most that we live together around 2 to 4 generations in the same house. So, and the elders, they are just like the leaders in the family, and they really have strong influence in the making decision. About the symbols, this is Vietnamese Vietnam national flag. We have two main color with the red color. Red background is just symbolize like the blood certified by Vietnamese soldiers in that courage flies against invaders. And another gold star is represent for the connection of 5 main classes in Vietnamese social, like including intellectuals, farmers, workers, business, and militaries. The next one is Vietnam national emblem. You can see at the middle it shows the Vietnam national flag, and around it is rice, right? The circle, the surrounding of the emblem is symbolized for the agriculture, and also the chorus. At the middle, you can see that's symbolized for industry, and at the bottom you can see the title is mean the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. The next one is Vietnam national long dress. I guess some of you know about this long dress. Anyone know about this one before?
No.
No? Okay, this one we call áo dài, and this is, I guess it looks seems to be the most famous symbol in Vietnamese culture, and it appears in many places, like in the events, meeting, in of course in the wedding party. Another is national flower. For the lotus flower is beautiful in both appearance and in smell. They gather nearby the mud, but they still keep a pure and pleasant smell. So the lotus flower is represent for the long life, good luck, and also honored. Along with long dress áo dài, and this we call nón lá. Nón lá has become a sort of informal Vietnamese cultural symbol, and you can see in the Vietnam the image combination between nón lá, áo dài, and also lotus flower is really beautiful image for the Vietnamese woman. Another symbol is, according to Vietnamese belief, the 4 sacred animals, including dragon, unicorn, tortoise, and phoenix, is represent for the power, intellect, longevity, and nobility. About the dragon is symbolized for the human aspiration for strength and freedom to live a better life. About the unicorn is strong and also loyal animal, so it's suitable for guarding in the pagodas or some places of the worship. That's why the unicorn is symbolized for the peace and also the good luck. The tortoise is what is called embodiment. Yeah, it's the embodiment of longevity and also endurance. The last one is phoenix. Phoenix is a beautiful and noble bird. We believe that the combination between dragon and phoenix will bring to us the happiness, good luck, position, and also fame.
Hello everyone. We'll continue to talk about the culture of Vietnam. I will talk about the language. And the main language is Vietnamese. And it is the 16th language of the world. And the second is originated in the area of River. And after that, it is spread into Central and Southern portion of the area. And we can see in the map, it's in the map in Vietnam. And the language, we can do the pronunciation, we have 6 tongues. And is it the diagram of 6 tongues in Vietnamese? I will talk how to get the tongue prize. Is it the tongue pronunciation? Dấu sắc is it racing tongue, and is it also the second is dấu huyệt, is it falling tone, and the tongue pronunciation we can distinct by raising, falling them back to raising again. And the other is we can distinct the tongue pronunciation. Is it, for example, dấu nặng is bring rise down and then out. And the fifth is dấu hỏi, is it question tone, and the last one is no tone. In Vietnamese language, we must to consider the tones, because if without tones, your sentence will be hard to understand. And it's a structure of Vietnamese. We have a large number of simple voice, and I use this is the Vietnamese basic voice. The dialect of Vietnamese, we can use the first one is the Northern, and it's the S, it's the standard, and the second is the Central. And the third is the Southern. It's in Ho Chi Minh City. We have the distinct dialect of Vietnamese. For example, the Southern use you, and the Northern use all, but we also talk about the same meaning. It's in the umbrella.
Hi everyone, my name is Lim, and I'm gonna talk about a ritual of Vietnamese. There are 1,000 rituals of Vietnamese, but I would like to introduce you about the wedding and processing and other way we can call this a present in our wedding. When you because why I choose this topic, because I think marriage is the most important event in our life, so I would like to introduce this one to all of you. For how you guys can see this one, when a bride, a groom family would like to take the girl to their home, they would like to repair some tray like that. The red and the yellow will be symbolize for the lucky is acquired the same with Chinese and Taiwanese here. Okay, detail. The first tray I would like to introduce you is the Pelto and Areca. This is choose this one because they would like to the marriage of young men longevity marriage. There are funny story about this one because this areca is very hard to pick up without a knife. So the bride and the groom will try to pick this one. At the moment, if someone, if one of them is the first one to can pick it, he or she will control the family in the future. It's just a funny and hilarious story, but not true. The second tray I would like to offer to you is the wine and tea. This one they give to for our ancestors to witness the marriage of them. Why they choose this one? Because you hear there are something with same wine and tea. The first time you drink wine or tea, you will feel a little bit bitter. But later you will feel very sweet. So they would like to regret your marriage will sweet from now to later. The third one, the third tray will be a pair of candle. As you can see in here is one is the dragon and one is a phoenix, like a symbol that Sunny just tell you before. The connection of the dragon and phoenix will make you happy and longevity married. Three tray is very important. No matter how you are rich or if you are really poor, you must represent three traits here. Cannot lack. The fourth one I would like to introduce. We call it phu thê, bánh phu thê in Vietnamese. But I try to translate into English here. How cake is a combination, a cake to a symbol for a combination of the bride and the groom. Just in a cake they would like to a new couple will have a night in life later. The next one I will gonna introduce you is the fresh fruit. So you can choose. It's not this one is just a symbol. You can choose any kind of fruit you want to represent to the bride family, and they wish the marriage will fresh and sweet like a fresh fruit. Just, the next one is gonna be roasted pig and steamed sticky rice and boiled chicken. That's they would like to wish the life after the marriage will have enough food to have every day. Won't be hungry. One more trait is quite important is áo dài, like a symbol you have been taught before. The bride will give, a groom will give a bride traditional dress like this, and they wish the bride after the marriage event will gonna enough clothes to wear. This is the last trait the groom family would like to represent to the bride's family. This is very important. That's why I placed the last one. You can hear is a small band Dido and Erica to represent to our ancestors to witness for the marriage. The small bottle here is going to be contain wine so that the parent of groom and bride can for example cheer to each other to wish for their children happy later. This small box is very important and research because this contains jewelry. For example, necklace here, ring, and for earring that present of model of groom to give the new bride of their family. And last one is the red hong bao. Sure. There's gonna be maybe now is about 1,000 US dollar to 2,000 US dollar. The groom family would like to give to bride family to support the marriage event. That's I just introduced you quite detail about the present when in Vietnamese wedding. Because three of us are from the south of Vietnam, and the north and the center of Vietnam. Some trade is gonna be a little different, but not so much. 80% we gonna be like that. So I apply to something about the present in our wedding. There are some links for you if you want to reference something. And lastly, thank you for your kind attention.
Any question?
Is Taiwan very different than Vietnam, or like what do you think about the? Did you have a culture shock when you came here?
Actually, the culture in Vietnam and in Taiwan, even China, is not really different. Maybe I guess it's around 50%. It's similar.
I would like to talk more a little bit about your question. They're not too much different about our culture because previously Vietnam is conquered by Qing dynasty over 1,000 years. So the culture of Vietnam now is quite similar to China and even now in Taiwan.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
Can you give us a sample of the vowels earlier? How does it sound?
I have to say the starting language.
Yeah.
Before I get on that.
Just you?
Yeah, just give us a sample.
Yeah, it's very hard, right?
Yeah.
We have totally 6 tons. 6 tons. Here in China, we only have 4 tons, but you guys feel very hard to pronounce it. So I would like to try give a sample for your reference. First one we have really like E number 1 here. E san, but you will say okay. Ba.
It's confusing Chinese
Ba.
class.
Yeah, that's right. This is ba. No turn. Ba is one meaning is number 3. Ba. Ba number 3, and the other meaning is your papa. This is from southern of Vietnam. They call your the children call papa is ba. Yeah, the same sound with number 3. Like here we going down a little bit. Hey. So for example here, hey. Your tongue will going down a little bit. Hey. Yeah. This one, I don't know how to. Your tongue will be a little bit twist a little bit.
Just say the word with a stone. I think it's easier. Like say.
Just like say the
Hỏi.
vowel.
Yeah, that's right. Hỏi. Hỏi.
Vietnamese.
Hỏi. That is the name. That is the name of the tongue. This one. Hỏi. Hỏi. Yeah. Hỏi. Hỏi. That means you sorry. Nghĩ quên bỏ tả. Nghĩ quên bỏ tả. Hỏi is you ask someone for a question. Create a question from somebody. This one is the first one is ngã. Yeah. Something like this one, but a little bit sweetie ngã. Yeah. Like you go to the mountain up and down like that. Ngã. It means you fall when you try it and you just suddenly fall like that. Ngã. You fall down. And this one, the fifth one is suck. Dấu suck. You go up, this one go up. Suck. Like for example,
It's okay, I can explain more like, do you know about Chinese tongues? Like this is in Vietnam, this is a Chinese tongue, like we call ba, and in Chinese also similar ba. Like in this we call ba. Like in Chinese in sun, Susan. Yeah, like in Susan. This is ba, and then ba. This is like this is called ba, like this, and this is ba. And they are different tongues, so different meanings.
yeah, I would like to take this one for the second one. Is here. This word is gonna be your grandparent, grandmom. He, bà is your grandmom. Yeah. And here, yeah, the last one gonna be bà.
Sounds exactly the same.
You go down, bà. This is one word in, for example, if we combine with this one.
I'm not going to Vietnam.
For example, we you see a word, one word. Học bạ, this is your transcript. Học bạ is your transcript.
If you keep only one word, like
There's no meaning.
No meaning.
There's no meaning. This combine this one is got meaningful.
Like in Vietnamese language, even if we use same language, but like in the south, middle, and even the north, the pronunciation also different. Like if I say in my turn is in the north, the south. and like if I say my name is Sunny, and if I actually can say in the middle, my name is Sunny. So it will be a little longer and slowly. And in the north, I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's quite funny. And if you learn the Vietnamese in the south, so maybe you cannot understand how the Vietnamese in the north talking about.
Yeah, because there's about 80% is the main core quite similar, but the balance will gonna be a little bit different. Depend on where are you in Vietnam.
Okay. Any questions?
What's the major differences between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh?
You mean the language or the culture?
The way of living.
The way of living? Actually, mostly different. Like.
First of all, I would like to talk about the main different gonna be a culture. Hanoi people and Ho Chi Minh City people they live different, totally different. Because I think the difference is come from the culture. First of all, culture, and the second one is the climate. The climate here in Hanoi is quite strict if compared to Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City, there is the only problem in Ho Chi Minh City is where a little bit hot like here, but everything is quite pitch. In the north, everything like very strict, and you have to fight with nature to alive. So the living culture or in Hanoi is a little bit strange.
Also, like in the south, most of like we earn money and we can pay all of them is right. But in the north, people they will save some money. That's a rule.
But in the north, we can, okay, we just, how much we earn, just how much we make. It's fine. Yeah?
So,
Any questions?
how to make the decision on marriage? How to make the decision on marriage? Because you provide the wedding,
Yeah.
before the wedding,
Yeah.
who can make the decision? Is it by individuals or by your parents or anything?
Some people, I would like to talk this one. Most of young men gonna listen to the arrangement of the parent, but nowadays young people will make the decision by their individual.
Not only the culture, so we need to follow it. Even the north and south, we must follow.
But even though the young guy can marry, make the decision by themselves, but they have to listen a little bit.
But if your idea and your parents' ideas are different,
Yeah.
and how to judge?
No, actually, we totally different. Like, I like this girl, and your family, no, I don't like her. If you don't like, but I like, so I still can marry. But we need to follow. Like, we need to do some what is it called, like custom for the custom. So actually, we are young, and most of we don't really know exactly. So we need to follow what the elders they said about it. But another, so we can make it different.
So for me, I think even though everything we gonna have a conflict, but finally we will solve it and go to the happy end.
Great. Okay, thank you so much.
I keep it anyone needs to use.
Alright, so we have break 10 minutes and President comes back again. Alright.
So today we are going to introduce the Chinese and Taiwanese culture. And because we all know that the relationship between Chinese and Taiwanese are a little bit complicated, so today we are not talking about the politics, and we just talk about the similar culture from each other. Yeah, yeah, and I'm Christy and he's Molly.
We are family, so Chinese and Taiwanese family. We have same culture and same food. We eat same food, and we have same language. In China, have 297 living languages, and 70% people speak Mandarin, and other 30% people speak minority language. In Taiwan, the Mandarin Chinese is also the main language. 76 people speak Mandarin, and 15 people speak Minnan, and one person people speak Hakka and Hakka, and the other people speak regional language. And we have same language, but we have different character. And in China, people use simplified Chinese, and in Taiwan, people use traditional Chinese. Like, can you see different? And this country, and country is this, and noodles, and this noodles, and this is dragon, dragon in this is a different. And let's talk about traditional values. All the Chinese and Taiwanese tradition values come from Confucianism. Confucius is in ancient China is a very great singer and philosopher, and his most ideas is 仁义礼智信. Like 仁 is teach you. The first is teach you to be a kind person, and 义 is just teach you to be the justicial person, and 礼 teach you to be polite, and 智 is knowledge, is just teach you to be clever, and 信 teach you to be a credible person. Symbols is dragon, chopsticks, teapot, and temples. And in dragon, dragon is a very mysterious creatures. In China, people want to fight the dragon but never fight it. So in
I want to fight dragon. I want to fight.
yes. So in Chinese zodiac, we have 12 animals. So the dragon is the only one, and no real animals in it. And chopsticks is the two thin lesson sticks that you can use in kitchen. That you can use in kitchen and when you eat food. It's very difficult to use, I think, for foreigners. Chinese people use for over 4,000 years, and the chopstick culture even affect other Asian countries like Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Laos, and Singapore. The people use chopsticks, and that three picture is teapot. Teapot, the Christ will introduce the Chinese tea culture. And temple, many in China and Taiwan, many people believe Taoism and Buddhism. So in China and Taiwan, we have many temples. Now its culture is Chinese zodiac. If I say we have 12 animals in Chinese zodiac, can you guess who are they? Which animals?
Pig.
Pig, yes. Pig.
Rooster.
Rooster, yes.
Dragon.
Yes. And
Rabbit.
rabbit, yes. Huh?
Rat.
Mouse. Yes, mouse. Fine, yeah.
Dog.
Dog, yes. Monkey, yes.
We know.
Show it. The correct order is rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, roost, dog, pig. I born in 1994, so I belong to dog year. Dog. So I'm not a dog. It's just the people just is worship for the animals, so, and finally become a philosophy. This is man stupid. This is a traditional costume. Chinese traditional costume is changshan. This word is come from Cantonese. It's hard to pronounce. In some special occasions, people will wear changshan. Just the woman, I think, but the men just wear suit. Yes.
Okay, so now I will introduce about the tea culture from Chinese culture. Like the Western countries, they like to drink coffee, but the Chinese people, they like to drink tea. And tea has been at least 2,500 years of history. And until now, you can also see in the tea shop that we still like to drink tea. So it doesn't only appear in the formal occasions, but also in regular daily life. And to the tea, we have separate, due to different fermentation, we have divided into green tea, black tea, oolong, yellow, white, and fermented tea. And when we are drinking the tea, the water, the quality of the water is very important, because if we don't have a better water quality, the tea will not taste as good. And drinking tea also has some benefit that it can help digest some greasy food, and also help you feel more energetic. And that's why we like to drink tea a lot. And now I will talk about the behavior about Chinese people. That is, compared to individualism, we are more like a collectivism, because when the Chinese people will always, we like to do things together, and when we are making decisions, we always would like to think about the groups or the family, about when the family talks something that they don't support, or say any other opinions, we will think about that and make the different decisions. And also, when we make the group as the primary, most of the time will be self-sacrifice when we're in the group. So when I have a unique idea, but most of the people think in A, and I have the B idea, I will choose to be quiet and just go with the group. So we have found that most of the Chinese people, we will hide about our own ideas. And another thing is very important for Chinese people is about, we say that about giving face. It's very, like a cultural, is like, we don't like to, like giving judgments in front of everybody when that person is doing something wrong. So instead of just telling it directly, we will tell maybe privately, or when it is over, and we'll just tell the people. And for this one, maybe like if the husband and the wife go out in the business, and sometimes men would like to be, oh, I'm so powerful and I'm like a man. So they will sometimes make fun of their wife or something. And now this time, the wife will give the husband the face. So it means like, no, now I will let you do what you want to do, like in front of everyone. But you know, you will die when you go home. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like this. Yeah. And about the food, I would like to introduce is the most popular food in Taiwan is in Chinese is bubble tea, bubble milk tea. That is most of the tourists they come to Taiwan, they like to taste. It's bubble milk tea and the pineapple cake. It's because the pineapple cake is very famous because most of it is with the real pineapple. And the top one, I think most of the foreigners are scared about the stinky tofu. and because it's very stinky. The smell is very bad, but when you taste it, it's good. I think you should try in the night market. And another thing is the spring roll. Is when we will eat it when we have the spring festival. Yes. And now I will talk about one of the most important festival in Chinese culture. That is Spring Festival. We also call it Chinese New Year. So from here you can see that we have the red envelope and the firecrackers and the red couplets. It has the tale that the reason why we have this in the Chinese New Year is because it has a tale that we have a beast called Nian, and every time when it is New Year, the beast will come down from the mountain and go to the village to eat up the livestock, and especially the children's. So when it is New Year, people will place some food in front of the door because they believe that the beast will eat the food instead of the children or the livestock. And one day, the villager that he told everyone that the god told them if they place some firecrackers and the red things in front of their door, the beast will be scared away. And it actually works. So from that day, people will start to play the firecrackers and put the red couplets in front of their door. And the beast never come here. Yeah. And the main reason for why we have Chinese New Year is because we want to have annual family reunion. It's very important to Chinese culture. And that day, everybody will come back from, if the family members, they work in other cities, they will come back home and have dinner together and get their red envelopes. And also, after that, we have a tradition is that when we get the envelope and have the reunion dinner, we won't go to bed directly or sleep that night because we believe that if we stay up late until the morning, we can help to increase the life of our parents. And the next is the Mid-Autumn Festival. We want to introduce this is because it is happening on October 4th. That is the day for the Moon Festival. And this one is also for family reunion. It's because that day it will be the full moon. The moon will be the roundest at that time. And we believe that in Chinese it's called Tuan Yuan in Chinese, Yuan is like round. So when it is the moon, when it is the roundest, it means like it's time for the family to get together. And we would like to have some moon cake and drink some tea and look at the moon. And down below that is the barbecue that you might be familiar or might see a lot of people will be barbecuing that day. But this one actually is not the traditional. It only happens like for recent years. It actually is because of the commercial. Two of the soy sauce company are fighting with each other about their soy sauce, and then by that time, they also the shopping mart also have some sales like a promotion for the barbecue products items. So people started to buy the barbecue things and at that day. So and it slowly become like a fun activity to do, and people started to forget that the most important thing is to eat the mooncake, not barbecue. So, yeah. Okay, so that is our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so any question? Any question?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Any questions?
When we drink the tea, you use the high cup and the low cup. What's the difference between them? You sure again? Tea? Yes. You look at the high cup and the low cup. When we drink the tea, you look the left-hand side. Okay.
The high cup, I
High
think
cup
that's
and
for
the
the
low
smell,
cup.
no?
Yes, you are right. Yeah, because when we use the tea, we just put in the high cup first. But the high cup not for drink. The high cup only for smell. Okay, so the content will be the same. So you can change the high cup tea to the low cup, and the high cup only for cement. So the high cup you need to close your nose, okay? And you are tired, you are very tired, and then you smell the high cup becomes stronger. Yeah, it's good smell, you know. So maybe next time, if you join the Chinese class, your teacher maybe show you or invite you join the tea shop. You can try, okay? So the high cup is special for the smell.
So that's what kind of smell? Tea smell?
Yeah. Yeah. And do you know about the green tea and the black tea? What's different between them?
Green tea and
Green tea and the black tea. What's different?
different colors.
I have studied, I know. I know the different color, okay? But
Professor is smiling, he's angry.
you know, what's different?
The taste also different.
Yes. I would like to talk a long time ago, okay, when the British person they attend China, okay, and then actually the British they play a lot of how do you call this one? Yeah. Opium.
The
Actually, the British person is quite cool. Okay, they operate a lot of opium in India. Okay, and then they do the international trade. They change with China. They bring the green tea go back to the British. Okay, but in the world, I mean they face the strong windy. So all the tea get together with put some water, so become poor. Actually, they must draw away. But you can imagine, from China to British is quite far away. So they don't like to draw away. They just remake the green tea again, and then they become black tea. Can you understand? Yeah. Right. Because the tea, the first is green tea, okay, and then
you put
the
opium and then
yeah.
black tea.
No. This is not true, okay? So, because they do the international trade, okay? So they bring the green tea go back to British, okay? But after that, the green tea become poor, like a garbage. They must throw away, okay? So they remade it again, fry again, so become to the black tea, okay? So in the UK, they prefer drink the breakfast tea, lunch tea, and dinner tea. Do you know which one is stronger?
Black tea.
Dinner?
No, breakfast. Yeah, because on the daytime they must be stronger. Okay, if you drink the strong tea in dinner, maybe it's difficult to sleep. Okay, so black tea is good for the older person, and the green tea is good for the young person. Okay, because the green tea more stronger. Okay, and black tea is look more soft. Okay, so maybe like this situation. Okay, so another question? Yes.
I understand when I come to Taiwan, I understand Taiwanese people really like to drink tea, but milk tea, like the pearl milk tea, what is the really beginning of that milk tea? Because that really seems like unrelated to the tea culture to me. Because the milk tea, you ate a milk to tea, right? But is this invented by Taiwanese, or because I never saw this in China?
is a very good question. I will search it and tell you later.
And from here, no?
And I also mentioned, maybe in Japan, also have a special tea. Would you like to talk some about Japanese tea? Japanese tea also special, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of
Because
Japanese
the
culture.
Japanese tea always comes to flower. Flower is right? Power of flower?
No pain, no gain, power of flower. That's the best.
I'm not sure about the flower, but tea, we like to drink green tea. Green tea is the most consumed tea in Japan, and it's we don't have a tea shop like Taiwanese people do, but in our supermarket or like convenience store, there's many green teas come from many companies, and there's one special green tea. It's very hard to make, and it's only available around Kyoto, which is our one of the biggest tradition. Well, originally speaking, our capital was in Kyoto, and then they changed after like 1600 or 1700. They changed to Tokyo. But anyway, so there's tea. They still make a lot of green tea right here, and that green tea is not called green tea anymore. It's called matcha, mocha. It's a little bit different than the normal green tea. It's very bitter, so I not really recommend any personnel first time to drink that kind of tea because it's very bitter. Okay? Yeah. The strong caffeine also.
Okay, thank you. Another question? Another one?
Another one.
So you want enjoy this tea?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
I don't like it.
Okay, good. Because me too, I don't know.
Okay, so to answer the question is, it says that it's invented from this 春水堂. You can also have this one in the mall. And it actually said the founder is because he saw it, the bubble of the pearl from the supermarket, and he has the idea of adding it into the tea, and then it just became popular.
But that's milk tea. So why he thought that a pearl to the milk tea will be a good idea instead of the normal tea?
Maybe he was drunk.
Maybe he
wants a drink that you can also eat, so it's like drinking and eating at the same time.
I think this is only juice, not the tea, actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Okay, so thank you.
So in which part of continent they live? There was one last time.
Oh.
Yes, I like
So the time is running out. I will keep the presentation so short as possible. Welcome to my country, Australia.
No, sorry.
Huh?
Not in the European country.
No, it's not in Europe.
You go to Australia? I just
No, just kidding. So,
No, you are the
welcome to my whole presentation, Austria. The old man with the smoke is our president. He's really a kind president. Yeah, really smokes a lot. And there also you can see Mozart. I think most of you know him. He's a composer. He lives in Salzburg, or he lived in Salzburg. This is a famous cake in Austria called Sachertorte. also important. Austria is not Australia. We don't have kangaroos, we don't have koalas. And Austria is in Europe. So, this is my agenda. First of all, I will talk about the Austrian famous people, and then some key facts, and then characteristics and values, and then behavior, and eating, drinking, traditional Austrian clothing, the no-go, and then the questions. So, I think you know who it is.
Oh,
Yeah. He's an Austrian guy, actually. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You didn't know it, huh? I knew it. Okay, this is Mozart, the famous composer. I think all of you know him. Do you know him?
Sure. Old man.
He's an old man, yes. His name is Niki Lauda, and he was the ex-Formula 1 world champion. Now you know. And this is our best football player, and also the only good player in Austria. he plays for a German club, Bayern München. David Alaba. Do you know him?
Red Bull.
Yeah, he's also an Austrian guy.
He's not Australian.
No, not Australian.
Looks similar.
Yeah, no. So, the capital of Austria is Vienna, and the official language in Austria is German. And we have around 8.6 million people in Austria. And Austria is not that big, just 84,000 square kilometer. And we only have 9 states, and the Declaration of Neutrality was 1955. And Austria is also, like most of the countries, a member of EU since 1995. And most of the Austrian people, they are Roman Catholic, 61% of these people. We also have Islam and Buddha and other stuff of religion. And Austria is #1 in skiing worldwide. And this is skiing for people who don't know what skiing is. It's very fun, the sport, and dangerous. So, we have 3 important foreign languages according to the internet, but I don't believe French and Italian is really important foreign language in Austria. Yeah, and 2.3% of the Austrian population speak Turkish, and 2.2 speak Croatian, 0.2 Hungarian, 2.2 Serbian, and 0.3 Slovene. So this is a beautiful place in Austria. The reason why I put this place in my PowerPoint is not because it's beautiful. It's, maybe you know why. Because you're from China, right? Do you know this place?
I don't know. They copied them.
Yes, exactly. China copied this place in 2011. This is the Austrian version, the original version. This is the fake version in China.
So I don't know this.
But it's still in China.
But China is very big.
China is not an Australia.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, same country. Yeah.
You can see the difference.
I can see it different.
But we still love China. So Austrian people, they are very conservative and very relaxed and happy guys. We call it Gemütlichkeit in German. They are very friendly to a foreigner, and they love mountains because we have a lot of mountains. They like hiking.
How do you know the conservative?
How do I know?
Yeah, because you're conservative.
They are very traditional.
So do you have a girlfriend or anything?
Yeah.
So it's not a conservative.
Most of the Austrians.
Not me.
Yeah, we also have good manners, most of the Austrian guys, and they are also polite. And this is also important in Austria, that people are polite. And if you want to address Austrians people, you need to tell them, you need to tell the title first and then the Schule, like the guy told us before. you also should mention the title like dear doctor, some things. And if you have a meeting, especially business meetings, you should not only go in and say hi, you should go there and give them a handshake, and you should also have an eye contact during you do the handshake. And there's also a difference between du and sie. Both means you in English, but if you don't know the person in Austria or also Germany, you should say sie, the right one, because this is the polite form. If you know the person better, then you can say du. Also to your friends you can say du, and to your boss you should say sie. Except the person said, yeah, you can say du to me, then you can say du. Yeah, most of the Austrians love good food. You can see this is a typical Austrian food: bread, sausage, cheese. They like drinking wine, beer, and schnapps. And this is also very famous in Austria, called Wiener Schnitzel. This is like fried pork, and another one is also pork. But there's a difference, because this is fried, the other one is not fried.
This is a fish and chip.
It's not fish and chips.
No.
No,
No, it's not.
it's schnitzel.
Which one?
This one, the first one.
Yeah.
It's not fish.
No, there's a pork.
That's fish, right?
Yeah, it's pork.
Not fish.
No, it's not fish. And this is French fries, lemon, vegetable.
The broccoli, the tomato, the salad.
But this will be good if you have the chance to go to Austria, you should try it.
No.
Except you. And these are the traditional clothing in Austria for the men it calls,
Where is your traditional clothes?
I don't have one. Trachten, and for the woman it calls Dirndl. Dirndl. Yeah, if you have a festival or some traditional, like wedding maybe, then most of the people or some of the people wear like this. Looks cool. But I don't have this cool. Yeah, you should not expect everybody to speak English in Austria, and you should not make noise after 10 p.m. If you do it, then you may get rubber.
How about on a Friday night?
Friday night, you also should not do it. 10 p.m.
You should do
At
it.
home, you can make noise outside in the club. But if you are at home, you should not do a party till midnight. Then your neighbor will complain and call the police, probably. And you should not give Austrian people a perfume or clothing, because if you give them a perfume, it means, hey, you stink. If you give them a clothing, they think, yeah, don't I have money to buy my own clothing? And if you don't, as a foreigner, if you don't know the Austrian woman well, you should not kiss the hand of the woman. And it's also very important, you should not be late, even it doesn't matter where, staying to school, because Austrian people, they really hate people to be late.
So if you
It's a
cannot
no-go.
kiss the head, on court can you kiss?
Where?
You cannot kiss the head, where can you kiss?
But like if you
You
ask
can
me-
kiss them in the cheek,
Oh,
or maybe, or you can hug the girl. Also, some people do it. Yeah, really. Or you can give them handshake. Like in a business meeting, you just give handshakes, so you should not kiss them. Yeah. Any questions?
Any question? He did very well. So any
So I
question?
need at least one question. Why others come up?
You need to call him.
Yeah. You need
You
to
need to
support
call
me.
him and ask more questions.
it's part of
Yes, yeah.
Which part of Austria are you from?
Upper Austria.
Where is it?
It's in the north.
So what's the difference between Apo and Taichung?
Upper Austria is in Europe, Taichung is in Asia.
Good point, good point. What's like the biggest cultural difference?
Culture difference.
Yeah, I saw pork. They have pork here too, so.
We don't have night markets. So.
Oh.
And we don't have stinky tofu. We don't have tofu.
Well, like, what about the toilets?
toilets are very clean in Europe, and we don't have the one toilet like in Taiwan. I don't even know how to use it.
X-rays is more smart.
Yeah.
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 Why you're laughing? Why you don't know how to use?
It's difficult. I don't know. It's really difficult. I'm afraid to fall down.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, because this is not intended to be racist. Because you are.
So you don't think I'm an Austrian because I look like
No,
Asian?
no.
Well, that's racist.
That's racist. We still have 10 minutes.
10 more minutes.
Okay, calm down. Okay.
No, because you are clearly not Europe, not Caucasian, right? You don't have, you're not like.
You should stop here because more you say, more race is coming out.
So what is your question?
So, like, what kind of culture did your parents bring you up with? The
Well,
Asian or the?
Asian. Okay.
Okay, any questions? Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so I think today we stop here, alright? And then we waiting to the next week. And a lot of friends will present their interesting talks as well. Okay? So thank you everybody. We just stop here.